under the shimmering neon lights of a Los Angeles night that felt just ordinary enough to lull the city into its usual glamorous haze, Kim Kardashian found herself suddenly engulfed by a surreal, pulsating glow that seemed to rip through the very fabric of reality itself. A luminous vortex that whisked her away from the familiar chaos of paparazzi flashes and designer heels to a place where stars hung close enough to touch and the air hummed with alien symphonies that stirred something deep. Within her soul, her mind raced like a million spinning reels, shock, disbelief, and a flicker of awe tangled with a fierce surge of determination, as her body tingled with an otherworldly energy that blurred the line between pain and exhilaration, making her pulse thrum like a high-octane engine ready to roar, while her heart wrestled with a storm of emotions, a cocktail of fear for the unknown and an insatiable curiosity ignited by the promise of a destiny far beyond anything Hollywood could. Script: the world she left behind, streets still buzzing with nightlife and oblivious crowds, contrasted starkly with the stark, alien landscapes that now stretched around her, vast and shimmering with bioluminescent flora and intricate crystalline structures that seemed alive with whispered knowledge. A calm so profound it was almost disorienting yet threaded with an undercurrent of tension, as if the universe itself held its breath for what was to come. Kim's signature boldness, usually reserved for boardrooms and red carpets, now morphed into a fearless embrace of this cosmic calling, tempered by a flicker of vulnerability that even the flashiest filters could never mask, while her closest confidant, Jonathan, a sharp-witted, ever-loyal aide whose skepticism clashed with his unwavering support, stood as her tether to humanity, his grounded pragmatism balancing her soaring ambition and the dizzying weight of her transformation, as they both grappled with the staggering implications of her newfound role as the alien's galactic ambassador. Their relationship deepened into a complex dance of trust and doubt, with every cryptic message and mysterious encounter pushing them further into a labyrinth where the stakes stretched across galaxies and the true purpose of Kim's abduction remained shrouded in enigmatic shadows, promising that the adventure they had stepped into was just the opening act of a saga that would forever alter the fate of Earth and beyond. As the initial dazzle of starlight and the shock of cosmic abduction began to fade into a strange new normal, Kim found herself standing at a crossroads more vast than any she'd faced on Earth, her mind swirling with the dizzying realization that she was now the bridge between humanity and beings whose technology and wisdom eclipsed anything in her wildest imaginings. And yet, despite the enormity of her role, she grappled with a gnawing uncertainty. Was she truly ready to carry the weight of intergalactic diplomacy, or was she simply a pawn caught in a game far beyond her control? Driven by an unyielding resolve that had propelled her through countless reinventions, Kim plunged headfirst into the quest for understanding, with Jonathan at her side, their dynamic a perfect blend of her fearless boldness and his cautious pragmatism, as they hacked into alien data streams, deciphered cryptic symbols etched into the ship's walls, and cautiously communicated with enigmatic emissaries who appeared human yet radiated an unsettling aura of power and inscrutability. Their journey was soon riddled with daunting obstacles, physical challenges as the alien environments tested their bodies with shifting gravity fields and intangible barriers that toyed with their senses, and mental battles as the surreal nature of their reality threatened to unravel their grasp on identity and trust, each revelation peeling back layers of a conspiracy that hinted at factions within the alien hierarchy, some allies, some foes cloaked in the guise of friendship, including a mysterious figure named Lysara whose loyalties remained shrouded in shadow yet whose insight into cosmic politics proved indispensable. Emotionally, Kim wrestled with isolation and the pressure of embodying a role so monumental that it fractured her sense of self, her inner dialogue a tempest of doubt and determination, while Jonathan confronted his own fears of losing the woman he'd stood by through storms both public and private, their bond tested as they balanced the thrill of discovery with the haunting specter of betrayal, and as the galaxies around them pulsed with ancient secrets and growing threats, the path forward blurred into a twilight of uncertainty where every choice bore the weight of potential salvation or doom, leaving them suspended in a dance with destiny that promised only one thing for sure: nothing would ever be the same again. In the suffocating stillness before the storm, Kim and Jonathan found themselves huddled in the cold, metallic heart of the alien command vessel, surrounded by flickering consoles and an eerie hum that seemed to pulse with the collective breath of countless stars, the gravity of what lay ahead pressing down on them like a physical weight as every piece of knowledge, every shred of courage they had amassed over their relentless journey now converged into a singular, desperate plan. Emotionally, Kim steeled herself, tapping into a reservoir of resilience forged through years of public scrutiny and personal reinvention, while Jonathan's pragmatic mind raced, analyzing every weakness they had uncovered in their mysterious adversary, an ancient, authoritarian alien council whose rigid adherence to cosmic order masked a fatal flaw: their inability to understand or value individuality and emotion, traits that now gave Kim a unique edge as their galactic ambassador. Their strategy was as daring as it was fragile, a high-stakes gambit involving a simultaneous broadcast of a raw, unfiltered human message of empathy and unity, designed to disrupt the Council's hive mind control, paired with a covert infiltration team led by Jonathan to seize control of the vessel's command core, a plan reliant on precision, trust, and timing that could shatter or save entire civilizations. Around them, allies like Lysara stood ready, her inscrutable presence a beacon of uneasy hope, while the shadows of hidden enemies lurked just beyond the glowing corridors, reminding them that betrayal could strike at any moment. In these final hours, Kim wrestled with the crushing loneliness of leadership and the fear that her decisions would irrevocably alter not only her fate but the fate of countless worlds, while Jonathan grappled with the possibility that this mission might demand sacrifices neither of them were prepared to make. With breaths shallow but hearts resolute, they made their final preparations, calibrating tech, rehearsing contingency plans, and sharing a quiet moment of unspoken solidarity that anchored them against the tidal wave of uncertainty and looming chaos. As the countdown to confrontation ticked relentlessly closer, the tension crackled in the air, a razor's edge of hope and dread, knowing that the next move would not just be a battle for control of a ship or a council, but a profound reckoning that would test the very essence of what it meant to be human in a universe where survival hinged on embracing the unknown and defying the cold logic of the cosmos itself. In the blinding surge of cosmic energy and cascading light that flooded the alien vessel's core, Kim and Jonathan stood shoulder to shoulder, their minds intertwined in a desperate dance of strategy and raw emotion as the ancient council unleashed its full might, their cold, calculating tendrils attempting to crush the fragile spark of humanity that Kim now embodied. But it was here, in the eye of the storm, that the true battle was not one of weapons or technology, but of wills. Kim's voice, amplified across the stars, carried a message of empathy, vulnerability, and unity that shattered the Council's rigid mental chains, forcing cracks into their hive mind and awakening long-suppressed doubts within their ranks, while Jonathan's infiltration team fought tooth and nail through corridors alive with shifting realities, each step a gamble between life and oblivion. Sacrifices came swiftly and heartbreakingly. Lysara, once a shadowy ally, gave her life to protect their escape route, and Jonathan sustained injuries that pushed the limits of human endurance, yet Kim pressed on, drawing strength from the very humanity the Council sought to suppress. The defining moment arriving when she locked eyes with the Council's supreme leader, confronting the embodiment of cold logic with the searing heat of human spirit, forcing a collapse of their control and fracturing the oppressive order they had maintained for millennia. As the dust settled, Kim emerged forever altered, her identity no longer bound by earthly fame but expanded into a cosmic symbol of hope and resilience, her bond with Jonathan deepened by shared sacrifice and triumph, while the alien worlds she now represented began to stir with the promise of a new era, one where emotion and individuality were no longer weaknesses but strengths woven into the fabric of universal diplomacy. The consequences rippled through galaxies, sparking revolutions of thought and shifts in power that would echo for generations, and on Earth, whispers of Kim's transformation inspired a reawakening, a recognition that humanity's place in the cosmos was both fragile and infinitely profound. As the stars realigned and a new chapter dawned, the journey that began with Abduction became a testament to courage, connection, and the relentless pursuit of understanding. And if you want to dive deeper into stories that twist reality, challenge the cosmos, and celebrate the unbreakable human spirit, don't forget to subscribe for more epic adventures that stretch beyond the stars and into the very heart of what it means to be alive.